Howdy, pirates.
Previously on CannacityHustles.
Okay.
Put a bid in. Let them know that we're not backing down.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
We won.
Let's go.
Okay, guys, we won at 460. We'll see you soon.
I actually got outvoted on this, so
Yeah.
let's see if their hunches are correct. If they are, I shall be humbled and apologize. But
Or
if they're wrong,
we're wrong.
we'll chalk it up to a newbie mistake.
Nope, Mama C's right. We got this one. Let's go see what's inside.
This may actually end up a better unit than I thought. The dude's a collector, we might find a collection. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up taking this guy home and then open him up. But until then, I guess you're just going to have to wait. Alright, here we go.
All right.
$19.58.
Whoa. What is this? Please don't actually be meat.
I was just gonna say this one.
Open it up.
What do you think that looks like?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's trying too. He's a
Look at them.
spider.
Predator against predator.
Wow.
What is that?
Wow. Hey guys, today I'm going to go through some boxes. We're going to go see what's in here. I think Mama C rifled around a few things in here, but I have not gone through anything. I've been kind of out until recently, so let's take a look and see what we can find. I'm feeling all kinds of piratey right now. You want to be piratey too? Let's go. Alright, so let's start looking. What do we have here? Printed on HP paper, but it looks old as hell. Well, this is family pictures. So that is going to go back to a family. Holy hell, I haven't seen one of these since like the early 80s. It's an alarm clock, but children nowadays wouldn't recognize it. Yes. Has connection for antenna, so you can actually put an external antenna on there and then kick it with some headphones. Of course, back then you'd have to have an adapter because headphone connectors were a 1/4 inch, mostly 1/4 inch back then, and then they just started getting into an 1/8 inch. Useless knowledge from Jimmy. Congratulations, you are now a recipient and a member. What is this? This is a Nordic track. This
Nordic
is
Track makes clothes.
Yeah, because this is not one of those treadmill things. If it is, man, we are in the future. Alright, well, this is entertaining. Interesting to find out what's going on with that. Reminds you of the holidays, right? Knowing that this guy is a collector, I am very curious in this, considering the fact that it doesn't look like it's really production made. I mean, it doesn't look all the way handmade either, but kind of an interesting combination there. And it's a heart from some kind of hospital. This is a thing that people claim that I don't have. I assure you I do. Mine's black. Some bowl. This is what clowns use to slap each other. That or normal people to take stuff out of the oven, I think. But I like the idea of clowns slapping each other with one of these. It's fun. Like their makeup gets off onto this thing and starts getting caked with under these little squares. I guess you can choose the winner by how much makeup gets in one of these. One clown completely loses all their makeup and you see like, oh wow, all these squares are filled up with crap that they had on their face. That clown wins. Okay. Yes, a collector would not be complete without a Walkman. I love these things. The only thing I didn't like about them is when they started running out of batteries, because they didn't just shut off like today's electronics. It would slowly run out. So all of a sudden, you're listening to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, and all of a sudden you're listening to his satanic, deep-voiced brother. It was unsettling. And yes, I used to listen to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, so deal with it. Hey, this says grape juice. Must be some pure shit. Bottle from Ecuador. Apparently. Maybe it says made in China somewhere on it. This used to be a drink of some sort because it's like plastic. I wonder who the hell took the time to go this elaborate on some seemingly cheap ass drink. That is some dedication to crap right there. Wow, I'm kind of impressed. We've seen a lot of these kind of books floating around. I'm curious. I hate doing this. I absolutely hate it. I am a history buff. I think there's multiples of them. And I kind of want to take a look. God, there's so good. Yeah. These either are really, really old books or books that hate people because they're like committing their own suicide or something. Vicomte. This is, no, this is in English. What the hell is this? Vicomte de, I can't, I'm not gonna, it's, no. I can do Spanish or English, but this, too many consonants. Known as The Cardigan Romances by Alexandre Dumas. So that's probably something significant. Me being a jerk, I'd be like, yeah, do you know that Alexander dumbass guy? And every intellectual in the room would look at me like I'm a complete douche. Oh my god, and he did, didn't he? Bloody going. Wow, gloves suck. Okay, I can't find a date on this, and I really want to stop manhandling it, so yeah, we'll look up that title. I'm just thankful this guy put everything in bags. So much nicer than being like, yeah, that was worth $8 million, but because somebody sloppily put it in a box with a thing of maple syrup, now it's worth 50 cents. It's a very frustrating thing. I couldn't understand the rationale. Oh no, I can talk to myself. Fine. So in case you missed the dialogue there, my beautiful wife Jenna was like, do you need me to be in there? And I thought about it for a second and I was like, why? Do you think I'm going to be attacked? And she instantly started laughing. Yeah, I couldn't figure out the motivation. It was because she wanted to see if I needed somebody to bounce ideas off of. And I was like, no, I can talk to myself. It's cool. That's how we do inside of the mind of a fire. I don't know what that voice was. Christ, somebody stop me. I can hear my daughter laughing in the background. I'm not sure if it's because of me or not. There's a lot of these books. when I saw all those books, I was like, ah, that's great. I'm sorry. Well, that's kind of a cool frame. Once again, if you see something you like, ContactCannacity@gmail.com. So if you know any crazy ladybug / sunflower people out there, this would make a great gift. Or if you're one of those crazy types, this would be a great gift for yourself. Put a picture in there of you and your cat. Awesome. This is interesting. This looks like it's from like the 1970s. It must be because it's only costing 29 cents there. This little book today would be like easily $20, $25. Kidding. Anyway, it looks old. And like all the pages, it's like blonde white people, so obviously brown people weren't invented yet. So yeah, must be an old book. No box to be complete without some Christmas ornament. This opens up into, I don't know, that's really just bad. I mean, you open it and it's gonna fall over. Who created this and why did they hate people? I mean, it's got a nice gold foil or whatever, but kind of a dumbass design. I mean, I would have like had Santa flip up like a damn Pez dispenser or something. That would have been a little bit more sensical. Yeah, because you know, by the sleigh, have it pivot up, and you put, you know, butterscotch candies or whatever old people do. But yeah, that would have been perfect. But still, you know, ContactCannacity@gmail.com. Alright, oh. World-class design there. My daughter has the most weirdest laugh ever. That's not a weird laugh, it's just like when she laughs, she laughs. It's not one of these little giggle things, it's like she's full guttural ha 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 ha. It's fun to listen to. Hey, Alain. The Countess of Monte Cristo. And that one I've heard of before. No, I think it's a dumbass guy. And the inscription in there. I can't read old people, so I'm gonna have to ask my mom when she comes over next. Kind of glad I'm wearing the rubber gloves. I feel like I'm doing it right by all the book people out there that cringe when I do it otherwise. So, you're welcome. It's just for you guys. Girls, females, women. I don't care if it's a turtle. Just be thankful. Write stories in book form. Back then, what other form did they have? Christ. Morse code? I mean, literally, it's like saying, I can't even come up with an analogy. I mean, that one hurts so bad. I'm gonna have to walk that off. Oh, look at that. I just completely hulked out of my glove.
Got to get out! Let me out! Let me out! No!
That's how bad that last one hurt. In book form. Are you kidding me? Back then everything was in book form. That or radio. But still. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab another pair of gloves. Because I'm not gonna touch things. I mean, I think this guy was probably the most hygienic of anybody that we've gotten units from yet, but still, always err on the safe side. Okay, so I was thinking on my way back here, I grabbed black gloves this time because they're quite a bit bigger, a little more fitting. But I was thinking if I could get like that bright green color, like backdrops, so people can like put images superimposed on it. If I could find gloves like that, we can make going through boxes even more epic. I think I'm going to talk to my wife about that later because I think that would be kind of cool. Anyway, San Antonio Spurs. Oh, what in the devil is this? Mexican pesos. 5 pesos. Los centavos. Okay. That's probably $1 American. I could be wrong. I probably am. The last time I was in Mexico was over 20 years ago. Speedy Spanish. Oh, this person was really impressive. I have to say, I mean, this guy was a total intellectual. I mean, he totally dug sports and was a super, super specific and organized person, but he had a brain on him apparently too. I mean, he's got tons of like self-help books and this and that, how-to books. Dude was multifaceted. It's a fascinating find. For anybody out there that hasn't met me in person, most of you probably haven't, or the 3 of you that watch it have. I love the history of things, so trying to figure out what the person's history was and what kind of a person they were is kind of super important to me, because it helps me understand possibly what their condition was prior to, or at least what it looked like in their heyday. And those things fascinate me. And I think it's kind of my way of paying homage to the folks that, you know, because of their unfortunate situation, we're benefiting from it. So at least what I can do is say what I can say about them in a positive light. But this guy, I mean, I can't say any more than wow at just about everything that he has. I mean, I'm still pulling books out with plastic. The guy could have literally used one of these for like 4 or 5 of them and saved on the bags, but he chose not to, using a nice expensive Ziploc with smart zip technology. So the guy was very careful about his collections. He loved his collections. And I love the fact that he was so meticulous. My prevailing thought was he might be an ISTJ because I found a bunch of journals. And from what little I understand of ISTJs, one of the things that I like to do is kind of keep track of things. And this guy kept track of a lot. So, yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised if he was. These look like possible personal tapes. Oh, what's this? Little Orphan Annie. And the Gila Monster Gang. That sounds very imposing. Let's take a look. Once again, meticulously taken care of. A little scratch there. Now there's some number here at the top, but there's 39 cents. It kind of dates this book a little bit. Trying not to break it. Okay, here's a date. Copyright 1934, 1938, 1944 by Harold Cray. License Famous Artist Syndicate, Chicago, Illinois, printed in the USA. not in the sweatshop. And I'm trying not to bend these pages all the way because I mean, if you can tell the darkness of the pages, they're breaking down and getting brittle, especially along the chunks there. They're actually getting brittle and breaking off. So I'm going to put this book away and see who I can contact about it, because yeah, this is a very fragile, apparently very old book that might be from the World War II era. So interesting.